A lot to talk about today. We have CPI data coming out. We have a lot of crazy movements all over the place happening here. Let's see what we get. I mean, this is going to be interesting. Let's, where is the live stream up yet? Oh, no. Here we go. Facebook. A lot of drama out there on the charts today, ladies and gentlemen. There is a lot of drama across the board here. We are still chopping around within that CPI range that we have been we're talking about on the private stream this morning. Now, again, for those of you guys that have been in MSOS here after, again, yet just another absolutely insane call here, you can kind of let this one have a little bit of breathing room here. That 480 first kind of take profit there, 420 and 480 were solid. I think a good spot to kind of move stops up on a shares position here is probably going to be around 408. The open, or you could also go with the bottom of yesterday's, or really yesterday's low there. That would really show signs that this one wants to invalidate. There definitely could be some more news coming out over the next few weeks here on rescheduling, which I do think is coming, so that could definitely influence these ETFs and these individual names a little bit there too. But again, absolutely epic move. I want to give a really big shout out here to one of the members of the group. Joe exited his MSOS shares position after his $4.70 stop, made $8,500 on that one individual move. And to think it's only $1 a day for you guys to hop in for your first month to the group. So, again, we're going to see what we get going throughout the rest of the week here. Meta is the only thing that I'm in now. That was one of the ones that we outlined this morning here. It was a little bit tricky getting into that one. There was a lot of drama on this thing so far. So we'll see what happens with this. I cut Tesla. Those were October contracts, so they were a little bit more calm. But again, that weekly setup there kind of started to invalidate, so I wasn't really the biggest fan of that. Let's check in on some of these other names that you guys are interested in, and then do a little bit of a roll call here. We've got, what, Neo? Ooh, Neo down 7%. What happened with this? What happened to Neo over here? Uh-oh. I haven't even looked at this here. Neo, let's see. I don't see any news on it. Let's see. Oh, it could be the insurance registrations. That's fine though. Again, that's why I was saying I wasn't going to trade this one, just because it's not really going to like move the way a typical chart would. I don't really see any news on that, but it's really just coming to the bottom side of that range there. Let's see, Palantir, how's this looking this morning? I mean, that thing's starting to flag at the highs there again. So, I mean, I know I've been saying, like, I'm not going to trade Palantir at the highs, but I mean, if they give me another setup again, I might sling something for fun on that thing, on another potential breakout to the upside. I mean, this is probably retail's favorite name here. It just keeps bumping. Sofi, I think, was doing all right this morning too. Yeah, Sofi back at 23. Again, congratulations to all of you guys that grabbed the weekly breakout that I outlined for you guys at 1360. Bought it at 655 when I gave it to the LTMP group. Really good work across the board there. Let's actually take a look at HIMS really quick, because HIMS, I believe, looks horrific. Yeah, HIMS does not look good. I know we're probably going to get a decent amount of questions on this today. This is not the time to buy HIMS. When it is time to buy these individual names here, whether they're going to look good for a short-term trade or long-term or mid to long-term ads, I will let you know. It's not going to be a situation where I'm going to miss it. We're gonna see it. So, but ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you absolutely nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams and information out to as many people who actually want to learn. Again, we have a 200 like goal on the streams now. I don't know if we're going to be able to hit it. We might. I mean, after the MSOS, the Coles, the DNUT, the AEO, we should be able to get 200 likes on a live stream. But some people just don't want to make money. So we'll see what happens with that Facebook one there. Still in that one. I think those are flat little red, something like that here. I mean, it's moving back in a good way. So we're going to see what happens with that. Let's see what we got in here this morning, though. We have Eddie, Gerald, Daily, Taylor, Jay, Rogue, David, Angel, Dawn, Dr. Bob, D, Ben, Angel, Justin, Eddie, Matt. We got Doge. What's up? Oh, boy. Here we go. We got a lot of slackers on the like button here this morning. Uh-oh. Slacking, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, like we were talking about this morning, we were going to see a decent amount of volatility, most likely. We've really just been chopping in the middle of this CPI range here. If you can break above or below, that's probably the direction the market is going to want to go in. You've tested the top side, you've baited the downside. Now you're kind of hanging out near the top side of this. So we'll see if any of these Fed speakers are going to move things around. I wasn't able to look and see what they were. I had to run to the store. Schmid, policy rate is not far from neutral and inflation is too high. Tariffs' limited effect on inflation is a reason to keep policy on hold, not an opportunity to cut rates. So Schmid is holding their guns there. So Jeff Schmid, Kansas City Fed president, sticking to his guns on the effects of inflation on these tariffs and kind of the overall state of everything. There goes Facebook a little. If Facebook can get back above 790, I'd actually be really, really, really excited about that, because like this thing had just an insane amount of drama this morning. Just drama central on Facebook there. Tessie, I mean, again, that was one that we were looking at. It's kind of similar to FSLR, where you had a lot of bad news coming out with those names, and then the charts just would not go down. So obviously that's going to lead to more volatility, but as you guys know, I don't really like to deal with any drama. So if we're going to see drama on the charts, I will just cut my position, take the money back, and just let them go. And just recycle those into the next setups there. So again, keep smacking that like button on the way in, team. Remember, I do these streams for you guys every day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, there's not going to be a stream just because, again, I'm going to be golfing. Maybe not Thursday. I gotta see what time I can get back. But Friday, I'll definitely be back on the live streams here with you guys. So, let's see what we got today. Let's see what we got. Facebook looking good. I mean, if Facebook rips back up there, that might send me green on the day. I'd be pretty close, honestly. I mean, I'm getting there. Because Tesla was a little bit of drama there, but the Tessies weren't really down that much. Like, if Facebook goes up, I don't know, 788, probably be back in the green for the day. Which doesn't really matter, but... MSOS, yeah. I mean, guys, I don't know who else is giving you these types of moves. I mean, if you think about it, in the last, I don't know, month, I've given you guys MSOS, DNUT, AEO. Walmart was the over 1,000%er from last week. So, again, you guys know what the deal is. Make sure that you guys are hopping into the LTMP group before prices go up at the end of the month. Yeah, let's see. I'd love to see Facebook get back above 790. That'd be interesting. Do Kwon to plead guilty to 2 counts of conspiracy to defraud, wire fraud over $40 billion in the crypto collapse. Wasn't that Luna? Do Kwon was Luna, right? I think that was Luna. TBCH, Turtle Beach. I can take a look at that quick. That is starting to, I mean, that could easily get a nice little setup there. That could be fun over the next few weeks. We'll see. I want to see a topside range break on this CPI range that we've got. See, the yield movement today is weird. If you think about what happened with CPI data as a whole here, guys, it really, really was like, because if you think about the overall tone of everybody going into CPI is, oh my God, CPI is finally going to be hot as a result of these tariffs. But if you've been listening to everything that I've been saying over here, that just does not make any sense to actually have happen. We've been right all year long on tariffs having a very limited, if at all, like no real impact on price levels in the short term here. And we've been right all year. So we keep seeing these like, oh, the next CPI, the next one's going to do it. And it just has not done it yet. We might see a little bit of a move up, but it's really not going to be any cause for concern in my mind, because in order for the market to really freak out, you would also need growth to significantly slow down and unemployment to drastically increase. Now, the NFP revision from, what was it, 2 Fridays ago? Last Friday? Something like, I think it was 2 Fridays ago. Was definitely on the side of showing that the unemployment rate could be a lot higher than what the market thinks. But if you're not going to see that giant drastic increase in inflation, well, I mean, that's just a further argument for rate cuts. So we're still kind of in that in-between phase. I think it's very, did Meta just, oh no. We're still in that in-between phase for the Fed speakers to come out and kind of be on either side of the argument there. I want to see if there's anything new on the news feed that we could look for. No, VIX hits over 1 week low, which is interesting. But All right, let's see. Any other tickers you guys want me to look for? Let me know. Again, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. We got a 200 like goal on the stream. Let's have some fun tonight. Yeah, this one I would really like. A lot of you guys were taking profits up at that like 480 area there. I would probably throw the stop at 404 on MSOS and then just let it go. Because if you get actual concrete rescheduling news, you probably run to 650 on MSOS. That's probably where it would go. The next target's 550, then actually, hold on. That's not even a good level. You actually could just go gap fill with this if you really wanted to. 685, and then the big level at like 798 bucks. So that could be, guys, like over a month period, one of, if not, no, it wouldn't be the best trade I've called out this year. It'd be pretty up there though. Boric, what's up, buddy? Good morning, SV. Was able to pull some nice profits this month, and last portfolio is up 234% on all your callouts. Thanks for all that you do. Boric, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. That's awesome, man. Do you use the day trade strategy anymore using your system or just swings? I mean, like I've said for like ever, it's like 99% of what I do is swings anyway. So, I mean, every now and then I'll do it, but it's not really my focus. I'm not trying to sit here and stare at charts all day, which you would have to do in order to execute that one. So, but yeah, Boric, congratulations, man. All of you guys that still need to hop in there. I'll throw the link in the live chat for you guys here too. Make sure you use code August. That'll get you your first month for $1 a day. Facebook leak in there a little bit. Did the market lose it? Just got whacked down a little. I don't know. I'm going to hold that one, give that one a little bit of room to breathe here. I'd love to see that one get back to 790. Sorry. Yeah, 790. That would be interesting. So, we'll see. We'll see what we get. That T-Mobile still looks good. I cut that yesterday for a nice gain. Cut the Googles for a nice gain, or cut a little gain. We'll see. I want to see this market get through CPI range, the top side of the CPI range there, if it really wants to get going. I don't think there's really anything else coming through the news feed. Yeah, it looks like we're probably going to be getting a September rate cut. That's what I would expect here. We got some interesting China news too. Again, that AMD and NVIDIA stuff from yesterday that they were going to kick up to the big guy, the U.S. government, the 15% of sales to China. And then China came out today and was telling a lot of their corporations to halt the purchases of NVIDIA and AMD chips due to security concerns. So that is very interesting there too. Ooh, we got a lot of slackers on the like button today. Interesting. I give you guys these MSOS ones at 324. The stock goes over 5, and I don't get. It's crazy. Unappreciative. Let's see. Oh, where's AEO? That's another one that is getting ready for round 2. Yeah. All right. So I tweeted this out this morning. AEO is now ready for round 2, and like I had said before, American Eagle is the only name from the Wall Street Bets Pump Week that actually has the ability to have a longer sustained move. But what I want you guys to realize about this is that the sequel is not going to be as good or potentially as fun as the original. The really early breakout area on AEO is $12.83. But you got to be really, really worried about this 200 EMA that's sitting there. If that breaks out, that could take like 2 or 3 months to play out and get up to some of those levels there, like 1484. You can definitely do it, especially with like earnings coming up and things like that. But do you really want to hold things through earnings like that? I don't know. So that is one to keep on the radar, but maybe not one that I'm going to necessarily go for. SE, that was a post-earnings one. Did that ended up going? I wasn't really focused on any of the post-earnings today. Oh, it's getting there now, actually. It's up a little bit too much, I would say. I mean, once it's like a 175 break there. That could actually be interesting. All right, let's see, folks. I am tired. Got a lot of stuff I got to do today. Tired, guys. Really good weekend. Yesterday kind of felt like the weekend. Today feels like Monday to me, even though it's not. see if Facebook can get going. If ES can come up here and break the top side of the range, that could get interesting. You got Euro close in about 45 minutes. Interesting. This is an interesting tweet. I'd love to confirm this, which I would believe it's true. The funniest thing about today's CPI is that literally everything that's driving inflation is not subject to tariffs. Shelter, medical services, electricity, I don't know about that. Restaurant meals, I don't know about that either. Airfares and used cars, I don't know, man. That's a little funky. I mean, they're going to see indirect effects on some of those things on the units of production, so... But the ones that you would mainly expect aren't really having that crazy effect. Again, that inflationary effect of tariffs. So, again, until we see it, I'm going to stick to we're really not going to see a crazy effect on price levels as a result of these tariffs. I just don't see it. And even if you do, it actually ends up furthering an argument for rate cuts with an already relatively weak consumer, because the demand argument, I think, is going to be much stronger, because if you have a weak consumer and price levels go up, consumers are not going to want to pay those prices. They just won't have the ability to. So then the corporations' margins are going to shrink if they still want to get the same volume of goods and services out there, goods really out there. And that's going to lead to potentially slower growth, worse earnings, and it's going to lead to rate cuts. So that's what you got to think about there. Yields are moving back down, which is good. The yield movements today were interesting because you would actually be expecting yields to go the other way as more rate cuts get priced in. So let's actually look and see what some of this data is showing us, especially for September here. We now have a 94.4% probability that we are going to get a rate cut in September, and a day ago that was 85.9. So having yields move up like that is very counter to what the Fed watch tool over here is telling us, and what a lot of the probability metrics are telling us as well, which is, again, why I was talking about this market looking so strange today, because yields shouldn't really be doing this. The dollar actually, is this up? No. That's interesting too. I would expect the dollar, I mean, it was a little hotter on core, but I would expect the dollar to move up on that. Predictions for Apple. Apple might be setting up a really nice textbook setup for us there. Other than that, I really don't care about it. Apple is not one that I really want to hold in a long-term portfolio. It doesn't mean that it can't go up. I just don't really see it's worth me putting capital into Apple for a thesis behind it. Like, are they innovating? Are they continuously moving forward? I mean, not really. They a lot of the new iPhones that come out are just kind of nonsense, you know? So, and all the new product, they haven't really come out with a new real big blockbuster product in a very long period of time. So I don't know. It's just not for me. But this is looking like it wants to set up very nicely in the near future. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. Yeah, Meta's still holding on there. That's fine. CELH. Is it still moving on post earnings? I think it is. Yeah, Celsius is still moving there. There you go. Yeah, if anybody's still in that post-earnings move, those should be looking really good. I don't think that, this would have really done... I think it invalidated, so I don't think you really should be in that one. But if you size it for 0 and just left it there, those could have come back. Come back from the dead there a little bit. Tesla getting murdered there. Yeah, I cut Tesla right around yesterday's low. On that one. Market pushing, Facebook kind of stalling out here. That's fine. I mean, I'd be honestly fine if it held here. Paying okay dividend? What is it? No. No, it's yielding 0.46%. That's not worth your money. That's not worth it. I wouldn't call that an okay dividend. Anything around 3 or 4, I would say, is decent. Because when I gave you guys Philip Morris, I think it was paying 4, and then you also got a double on the equity side. So you got 4% annual, basically. I mean, it's per share, but it depends on where you bought it, but a 4% yield, and then also a double on the equity, which is what you really want to look for out of dividend stocks. Because if you just want fixed income, go buy bonds, you know? It's like $1 a share. Yeah. I mean, if you have 1 million shares of Apple or 100,000 shares of Apple, then it makes sense. But other than that, That's not really moving the needle, guys. A 0.46% yield. If you're looking at yield, you could go, all right, I could get 0.46%, or I could get, what's the 10-year at right now? 4.3? If you're really thinking about yield, just go buy 10-year treasuries, you know? Or I could then make the argument and say, well, don't do either of that. We'll look for another one like a Philip Morris, you know? It used to be a penny a share. It doesn't mean that it's good. Just because the dividend increased by, let's say, I don't know, 100,000% doesn't mean that it's good. It's just going from nothing to slightly more than nothing, you know? Let's see. Why do I have a... Oh, this is probably old. Yeah, it's really old. Oh, that was actually interesting there. Delta, it gapped, so you wouldn't have touched that, but that was an interesting look. I think a lot of the airlines are moving today. Like UAL was moving too. Thoughts on Amazon? Amazon was one that we were hunting. Where is that right now? Nah, this thing, I mean, we could start looking for this maybe next week. Amazon's got to start consolidating above its 10. I mean, granted, when you see these big shocks, the moving averages do get a little bit out of whack, but it's not flatlining. It's now just like slowly grinding lower, which I'm not the biggest fan of. AAL, did that one move too? Let's see. Wow, I mean, those are really going today. Ooh. We are 6 likes away from being a quarter of the way there, guys, to the 200 like goal. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the stream. I mean, there's not really anybody else out there, I don't think, that's giving you guys the types of trades that I've been giving out and the type of analysis that we do over here. It's very straight and to the point. Not going to be bullshitting you guys. Like, I know it's going to come across like me being an a-hole sometimes, and I was actually going to tweet about this. It's like, I understand that sometimes it's like, it's going to sound like I'm being mean. And to be quite honest with you, I don't care. Like, I'm not here to be any of you guys' friends. It's like, I'm here to help you guys make money. And the main reason why those of you guys that aren't making money is because you're doing stupid things in the market. So if I were to sit here and just be nice and say like, oh no, that's okay. No, if you're doing stupid stuff in the market, I'm going to call you out on it. Because if you can stop doing those types of stupid things, you can then start making money in the market, which we are all here to do. And I know all of you guys have the ability to. So, if I mean, I mean. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help. Facebook moving back up. I want to see this thing break back above the highs here. If we get back above the highs on Facebook, this could be a very interesting day. So we broke to the top side of the CPI range, which is interesting. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a push here. We got any other interesting levels here? This is interesting where we're kind of chilling right now. You mean well? Yeah. If you say something dumb in the live chat, I'm going to let you know. It's not going to help you if I just sit here and say, oh no, it's fine. You can do silly things. No. Lulu back to life? Let's actually look at that. I'd like to see Lulu shift a trend here in order for me to get interested in this. Like, you get back above, right around, consolidating around 200 and then a breakout. I'd actually be potentially interested in that up to like 220. It just hasn't gotten there yet. It's really just one green day after a little bit of a base. I probably wouldn't be looking too closely at that, but it'll be something that we can keep on the radar, you know? Anybody still holding T-Mobile? That's still looking good here today. I probably should have held that one, but that's okay. MSOS starting to move back up a little bit there. I want to see Facebook get going. I want to see the market get going. Ooh, I still have to buy some more Novo this week. Where is Novo today? Is it down? Oh, no, it's green. Back above 50. Yeah, I kind of want to... I got to hit this with another 200 shares soon. Because then I get up to my 1,000 shares on Novo, and then I just kind of relax for a little bit. If I need to add another 1,000, I will, but I don't think I'm going to. He yelled at me and threatened to kick me out because I took Starbucks on a gap up, but he was right and I lost money. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. T-Mobile? Nice. Yeah, next target. I mean, you guys, we hit that first target yesterday of, or second. Was it 2 targets? Yeah, yesterday you hit this, 247.50, and then next target's what, 250.177? Yeah. That's good. If that hit that, that'd be really good. I mean, I don't like that Nova still chopping around below the 10, but like that could get going there. Yeah, T-Mobile, MSOS, Walmart, those are a lot of the big ones from like really just the last like 8 days or so here. There's going to be more, especially if this market is going to do what I think it can around here. It's probably going to be a little choppy going into PPI, which is Thursday, but I think we could look good. Facebook, I mean, it's up 2% here. I mean, that could start to get real spicy. You break above 800 on Facebook, this thing might get really dirty. So, woo! We just crossed 50 likes. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. But yeah, make sure you guys are hopping into the group. Use code AUGUST. You get your first month for $1 a day. You get access to all the learning curriculum videos, teaches you exactly how I'm calling out these epic trades all the time. The pre-market plans every day, the daily private live streams, the full watch list of stocks and cryptos that are about to explode before they do, the macro research reports, the single stock research reports. Again, you can't really go wrong in there. There's a reason why everybody's able to have so much success in there and nail those big trades. It's not that difficult. Don't try and make garlic cake. T-Mobile is now flirting back with 250. That's good. Let's see. This thing looks interesting. I mean, this could do it. If the market gets a little steam here, I mean, you could see Facebook get going. Who knows, though? It either works or it doesn't. It either works or it doesn't, folks. Every single thing that we look at has the ability to run multi-hundred and multi-thousands of %. That's how you got to be looking at the market with asymmetric risk to reward there. I'm going to try to get a YouTube video out for you guys today, too. I'm just very busy today as well. These next couple, or really just this week, is very busy. Next week, we should be back to normal. AMD up a little bit here, nothing crazy. You do have a little setup here. You just got to be worried about NVIDIA earnings coming up at the end of the month. You're right about BBAI. I mean, guys, I try to help you guys. Like, this one, it was like, what's it down right now? 26%? Yeah, I mean, this is not one that I would really want to buy at all, but it is one that I outlined for you guys from a trading perspective at about 440, and you got that really nice break to the upside there. But you would have run through all your targets and been out of this thing. And this is, again, it's one of those hype names. And a lot of people in the live chat were coming in and telling me, no, it's not a hype name. Okay, cool. Let's see how it goes. That's kind of how I look at this. It's like, cool. We can do that. We can debate on whether or not these are going to be hyped up nonsense or not. But at the end of the day, if there's going to be a good chart setup, I'll tell you guys about it. But this is not going to be something that I'm going to put my money into because I don't really think it makes a whole lot of sense to do that, you know? So hopefully you guys didn't get caught in that and we're listening to people that actually had your best interest in mind, but I don't know. Facebook's looking interesting here. Back above 786. Come on. Come on. Your BBI position is free. Oh, you traded it with options? Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's a, what is it? $5? That's a tough one to trade options on, but. Market trying a little. Yeah. What else did we have that we were looking at? I mean, I'm not gonna show everybody, but oh yeah. Yup. This one. This is another one. There you go. Logan in the Discord has a lot of good tickers. See, when Logan comes in and starts talking about tickers, that's what we like there. Logan's got a lot of good ones. So yeah, we outlined this one on the stream this morning at the break of 53.58 about. It was this high. So yeah, anybody in that one, congratulations. That one is looking like it's off to a very, very, very hot start there. So that could be another really good one. Those of you guys that are in the live chat right now, do not buy this now. You're chasing. Don't. I want to show you guys just like what's possible when we do these things. It doesn't mean you have to understand the exact reasons why we're doing what we're doing in the market in order to really have success with it. Yeah, every now and then you can probably catch something and be like, oh, cool. But like you really got to go through those learning curriculum videos to like fully understand. And it's going to give you the skill set that nobody can take away from you ever. Once you have it, you're golden. Like it's great sitting here knowing that myself and all of you guys in there are just good. You like nobody can take the skill set away from you. You're going to be able to find stocks that are about to explode forever. It's awesome. Here comes Facebook a little. Ooh, I'm hungry. I think I'm going to get some Chipotle today. I feel like I might be getting a little sick. I think it's just lack of sleep. I didn't really sleep that much. I thought I was going to get some more sleep last night. I didn't. No sleeping. So MSOS is actually holding relatively well here at these highs, which is interesting. I like that. I want Facebook to go to like, I don't know, what, 788? Start moving a little. Market's looking decent. Get a nice little grind up today after the volatility at the, oh, did this do what I think it did? You typically would not do this, but like, did this do what I think it did? Oh, it was close. That was really close. Didn't quite do it. You wouldn't do that on a data candle, but like, I know some of you guys are degens. Let's see. I wonder what the next massive trade's going to be. I wonder what it is. We had MSOS, we had Walmart. Might be Facebook. Might be LVS. It's actually looking like it could be LVS right now. That was another good one. Yeah, there is always another one coming. That's what's great about this, especially the market that we're in. There's always another epic one literally right around the corner. Which looks like LVS here. I wonder, so I was looking at these specific contracts on it. I wonder what those would have been up right now. I just didn't really, the market was freaking me out a little and I was like, ah. Oh yeah, those would have been up nicely. Just the way the market was moving, I was like, what's going on with this? Yields were moving weird. The dollar was moving weird. You had individual names flying all over the place. It was like, huh, what's going on with all this? You know? Let's see. You guys are doing pretty good on the like button today, too. Good work. Good work, folks. Let's see what we got. It's about 11 o'clock. T-Mobile still looks really constructive here. I think if we can, like this one, I think this week if the market holds on, and nothing like crazy happens in telecom, like you could see this one get through 251.77. The next target after that's 254.15. If you guys have any more time on that, I mean, next target after that is a sling up to 263. If that happens, that's going to be a 2,000%er, at least. At least. MSOS grinding back up? Yeah, it's slowly getting back up there. That's a good one. Again, I think this one, smart spot to kind of put this stop to give this one a little bit of room here after the scale outs that you guys have had is probably yesterday's low. If it really rips again, like if you go up and hit 550, you can kind of move that up to 444 and then kind of go from there. But you do probably want to give that one a little bit of room. I know, like, shout out to, I know I gave him a shout out at the beginning of the stream. But Joe in the Discord there exited his MSOS shares position after it hit the trailing stop at 470, $8,500 gain. That could have all been you guys too. Every single one of you guys in the what do you call it? In the live chat here, that could have been you. Same thing with all the other really big trades I've handed out to you guys over the last few weeks. ALK. A lot of these airlines are moving really aggressively today. You wouldn't be buying this now. And this is something that I think a lot of people are going to like screw up a lot is like they'll have like screeners and be like, what stocks are up the most that day? Which is actually the exact opposite of what well, not the opposite, but it's not something you want to do because if you were to buy this here, it is kind of the definition of chasing, which is not what you want to do in the market. What we do is I'm identifying the levels at which are like the first point at which stocks can make massive moves. So this one wasn't great. If you look at like Delta, like this was a good chart setup, but you gapped the level. So there really wouldn't have been anything to do with this one. But like if this was like a setup we were looking at, the breakout level's here. So if it opened here, hit here, you're boom, ripping. Could have been you, McFly. But you're a slacker. John, what's up, buddy? Did I ever tell you I retired a year ago at 35? Now I just trade. Atta boy. There you go. Yeah, guys, I'm going to throw the link in the live chat here for you guys. Again, 50% off your first month with code August. It's $1 a day. And then, what do you call it? Prices are going up in September, though. So if you want to lock in the lower rate, make sure you guys hop in before August is up. So you got what? About 2 weeks left? A little more? So I want to see Facebook get going there. It's fine now. It's flirting with danger earlier today. Yeah, John, that's great, man. That's great. Tessie working its way back up, but I mean, if it wasn't going to get going the way we needed it to, I'm not really going to sit there and let it cause drama. You know, not a big fan of drama, guys. Okay. Market pushing here, that's good. Facebook good. I'd love to see like a big gap up on that thing. Nikki, what's up, man? Hats off to SCV. I retired when we taught you how to use a microwave in college. Guys, I could trade risky derivatives and do some crazy analysis out of the market, but there was this one time where I didn't know how to use a microwave. I just didn't grow up with one. I knew how to use it. I think that was more of a joke. But you guys were also in the live chat telling me that I should put tinfoil in the microwave, and I was like, you know what? You guys are really not helpful. You guys are not helpful. It's fine. It ended up all right. A lot of those chicken cutlets, those are good. MSOS back to 470, that's good. Facebook pushing a little there, that's good. Vortex, what's up, man? How you doing? When does Trump meet Putin in Alaska? Is that where they're meeting? That's interesting. That's interesting. I did not know that. Not a thing. What do we got? Dude, What? There's no way this is a real quote. Dude, oh my God. There's no way. Trump says, this is talking about the CEO of Goldman Sachs. Trillions of dollars are being taken in on tariffs, which has been incredible for our country, its stock market, its general wealth, and just about everything else. It has been proven that even at this late stage, tariffs have not caused inflation or any other problems for country, other than massive amounts of cash pouring into our treasury's coffers. Also, it has been shown that for the most part, consumers aren't even paying these tariffs. It is mostly companies and governments, many of them foreign, picking up the tabs. But David Solomon and Goldman Sachs refused to give credit where credit is due. They made a bad prediction a long time ago on both market repercussion and the tariffs themselves, and they were wrong. Just like they were wrong about so much else. I think that David Solomon should go out and get himself a new economist. Or maybe he ought to just focus on being a DJ and not bother running a major financial institution. That is hilarious. That is so funny. He's like, dude, leave it to the grown-ups. Go spin those tables, buddy. Like, that's crazy. He's gonna get a phone call today and be like, yeah, well, you haven't heard this remix, Donnie. Like, this whole timeline is crazy. All right, Meta's moving up. We got ES pushing there. That's just like, the tweets are just funny now. Like, that's just stupid. Like, all right, guys, keep smacking that like button on the way in. You guys are crushing it today. Welcome back to everybody in the streams. Remember, I do these for you guys typically every day at 10:30. Tomorrow I can't. Thursday's up in the air just because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get back. Just traveling around, folks. Yeah, MSOS is slowly moving back up here. I like that. Facebook. Making a lot of money on Facebook today. Facebook is still my number one holding across the board. I think it's going to 1,000. I think we're going to see Facebook at 1,000 in the next 2 years. That would be sweet. I'd love to see that. It'd be great if it ripped to 1,000 like tomorrow. It's not going to happen, but I'd make a lot of money. What are yields doing? Spooky. Yields are getting spooky. Taffy working its way back up. Where's my other baby? Where's AMD? Nah, nothing crazy. Market pushing. Facebook, come on. Come on. Come on. That wasn't good. They're killing it. Where's LVS? Is that thing still pushing? What are you guys up on the LVS? I mean, that's got to be up, depending on your expiration, like 40-ish%, probably? 30, 40? Something like that. That was a good one. Logan always brings up good tickers. Judge accepts Terraform Labs founder Do Kwon's guilty plea on 2 U.S. fraud charges over $40 billion crypto collapse. Ooh. Bullish IPO is said to be more than 20 times oversubscribed. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you're just watching Facebook here. That's the only thing I've got for trades on right now. 40% on LVS. Nice, Jackie. There you go. It's a good start. That's a real good start on that one. That's a very, very good looking chart. So we've had some really good trades on like LVS, lot. We've had some good ones there. Ooh, Facebook moving. Hello. So first kind of target on Facebook there is going to be like 800, 810, 820, 830. Just big psychological levels if this breakout follows through, which, I mean, a lot of drama here, but looks good. Looks good. I'd love to see over 790 again today, especially if this market can just keep grinding. We already saw it. It flashed it after we bought it. Yeah, great work there, Jackie. That's good. That's a good looking start to that move. Do we have anything tomorrow for data? No. Oh, we get Goolsby and Bostic and Barkin speaking. That could be fun. We got some Fed speakers. That could get interesting. This has to be the most hated rally. I think by people who are just, I don't know. So you guys, I feel like have understood like how I view things sometimes. Like if it made logical sense to start shorting it, I would. It's like COVID all over again. Not really. Like the COVID wasn't really the most hated rally. Like that one was also pretty obvious. It's like, guys, they're printing money. Like when Powell says we print it digitally and they're just turning on the money printer, taking the reserve requirement to 0, like doing, it's like, that's pretty easy. This though, I mean, I get some of it, but the problem then becomes, it really all like comes down to, do you think that the textbook is going to be correct in the argument for tariffs? I personally do not think that looking at an actual real life economic situation from basically the ceteris paribus perspective is actually going to make you any money, and I think it's actually going to do more to lose you money. Again, it's like seasonality. It's like all these other things that we look at. I'd rather look at the board in front of me and say, what actually makes sense and what are the data points actually telling us? Like, people can hate the rally all they want, and I see the arguments for, like, I mean, maybe Palantir, like, that thing's just crazy overvalued, but, like, you gotta understand, like, people need to understand, too, like, the market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent, and we also have, like, people forget all this money that's been printed and that's, like, sitting around that, like, people are waiting to allocate, and all of the foreign money that still needs to flow back into the United States, like, there is a lot of pent-up demand for U.S. assets that I just think still is not done. If we start to see, like, that doesn't mean we can't have a pullback, but it doesn't mean that we're going to see this giant crash that a lot of these people are expecting as a result of, like, tariffs coming in and causing stagflation, which the data just has not supported all year long, you know? Trump-Putin Friday. It's like, guys, if it made sense to short it or to stop doing things, I would. But, like, what's the argument here? Valuations? When have valuations really been a big problem, you know? 2021 scenario? Kinda. Not really. It's more, this is going to be more slow and drawn out, which is better. Melt up. Yeah. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. I think melt up. You're going to see things burst, like on good days in the market where people hammer stuff on technical breakouts, which is great for us. But you're gonna have to, like, people have to shift the way that they look at things. Like, you can't look at the market from like a 1980s perspective and then bring it back to like 2025. It just doesn't make sense to do it. Like, this is not a fundamentals market. This is a behavioral psychology like experiment basically at this point with like how crazy can things get. That's what this is. You print a bunch of money, and then you democratize access to the markets to everybody, and then you have derivatives that increase volatility across the board, like the options market, futures market, everything. Like, you're gonna see craziness. You have social media playing a role in it too. It's like there's a lot of different factors here that, in general, are showing this. Then you have even the new policies coming out from these administrations and what they're trying to do to run it hot on the growth side. It's like, well, guys, you're gonna short one of the you're gonna try and short all of that. I just don't get it. It's like, then people are going to be like, oh, well, it's all concentrated in these names, like the Mag 7. It's like, yeah, that's where the theme is right now. It's AI. It's all of these new potential advancements, and it's this excitement about what's to come in the future because the market's always forward-looking. Austin, so Wolf and the miners are interesting. Things like BMNR, where they're like doing these offerings to go buy crypto. I know a lot. It's like this new hype thing that people are talking about. We talked about it a lot yesterday. I can talk about it again, though. I think maybe we talked about it with you, where it's like, if you want a leveraged exposure to crypto, get levered exposure to crypto. Because, like, the risk-adjusted returns of those types of things, like a BMNR or a MicroStrategy, like, over time are not going to be great. Not that they're not going to go up. Just that risk-adjusted, it probably doesn't have a place in many people's portfolios. BBAI tanked. I tried to tell you guys on BBAI. I think maybe we talked about this earlier today in this stream, but like, I really did try and tell everybody, like, guys, this is not something that you really want to be investing in the long run. It is just another one of those like hype AI names. But what I did do for you guys is gave you guys the great trade setup at 440. You ran through all the targets. It was looking really good. We were talking about this chart down in here. It wasn't looking that great. If you bought this based on all the hype stuff in social media, I mean, I can just say my favorite phrase, like, pay attention or pay a premium. Seriously, like, I say these things a lot, and to a lot of you guys, I think it makes sense to a lot of you guys because you understand like the logic of a lot of what we do here. But to some of you guys, you're like, no, these people are talking about it on social media. It's like, no, stop it. Like, these, just because they have followings or they're getting lots of views does not mean that they're smart or they're good at the market. Like, think about this. We have 67 concurrent viewers on the stream right now. Think about how many 1,000% trades I've called out in the last month. Just to you guys on the streams here. Think about that. That's not like a correlation to like operation in the market. It just isn't. Like, there's most of the people with the big followers out there, the reason the how they get them is like hype, like big targets. And it gets people excited because they're playing into people's need and their want to like hit a big move. When all they have to do is just look at the market from a little bit of a different perspective, and they would be able to reach those goals. So again, you guys want to hop into the group with us, get access to everything that we do in there. Make sure I think the link's pinned to the top of the live chat, but I'll throw it in here for you guys. Here it is here. So that's the link. Use code August. You get your first month for $1 a day. But again, like I said before, pay attention or pay a premium. Prices are going to be going up at the end of the month. So if you want to lock in the lower rate, make sure you guys hop in before then. T-Mobile looking real good over here. Where's that LVS that we talked about this morning? It's still hanging out near the highs. Facebook is coming back up close to those highs now too, after, granted, a lot of drama on this thing this morning. I was close to looking at that thing and being like, I don't know if I want to hold this. But again, that's why we follow the rules and make sure that we keep our risk in check. But also remember, like I talk about all the time, the outcome of one individual trade is meaningless when every single move that I look at has the ability to run multi-thousand or multi-hundred and multi-thousands of percent. Which is why it looks so crazy and like magic when we do it over here so often. It's like, no. It's just the way that we do things leads to those types of big moves. You know? Where is Novo? I still want to buy another 200 shares of this thing. I have 800 shares. I want 1,000. I want 1,000 shares of Novo before I stop and just kind of wait for a little bit. I'd like to get it on like a basin break, so the last kind of burst is nice, is at a good spot, but. We'll see. Market pop a little. No, Facebook looks good. Really great looking chart here. Post earnings consolidation setup. It's just, this is like the one that I actually sat through the drama on. So let's see if this is going to be the one that goes. Oh, speaking of drama, where's Google? That hit a target here. That hit the target. Where was it? It was this. The first target on Google was 203.84. Next one, though, is 208.77 for anybody still in that one. That was the breakout area that I gave you guys, 198.66. Hit a target today, a little bit of drama yesterday, and then now we've got 208.77 that we can look for. You know? Simple as that. Look at all of those. So, let's see what we got. So, I'm up a little bit on Facebook here. With where we're at. I'm up a little. I want to see it get back over 790. That's what I'd like on it. That'd be nice. Market just looks like it wants to grind up here. We'll see, though. I mean, they don't want to leave it as like a sitting duck. Your eyes on target? Stop. What does it look like? No, earnings. Earnings. All right. It's looking great now. I mean, that's we've seen that a couple times with these charts, and they really bait you there. They're like, whoop, we're going to play some games with you, but then at the end of the day, it looks like they're going to do pretty good. So, I don't know. We'll see. You're $1.30 away from 790, flashing around. We'll see. Uh-oh. Not a great looking chart. Or not a great looking candle. They're going to have to buy that one up quick. EJ Antoni suggests suspending the monthly jobs report. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. What are we doing? Yields are backing off there, but I want the 10-year down at 4.186. So yeah, what was the really big trade for this week so far? MSOS. That was kind of the one for this week. Last week was the 1,100% Walmart. The week before that, I think, was a little slow. The week before that, we had 6,300% Kohl's, 3,600% Dina, and then AEO. I think ended up running almost 1,000% for you guys. I traded shares on both the DINA and the AEO, which were still really good, but those options went nutty. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, market. Uh-oh. Let's see. Chicken cutlets to filet meat. There you go, John. I had a really good steak on Sunday night. There's this steakhouse in Boston. It's my like favorite steakhouse. Well, I mean, it's a steakhouse. I'm not the biggest fan of steakhouses in general, but like Grill 23 in Boston is epic. Really good. I mean, it's like a $90 ribeye. It's like, it better be good, you know? You know? Google, Perplexity makes long shot $34.5 billion offer for Chrome. Why is it selling on that? That might just be the market, but like, I don't know. That's weird. Maybe it was already looking like that and I just didn't notice. It's possible. We got more. Unsolicited $34.5 billion bid. They're not taking that. They're not selling Grow. The numbers getting thrown around these days, guys, are just crazy. Crazy. Yeah, back to 203. Tessie moving, Meta doing good. It's a little dangerous candle on the market. It's not the worst in the world, the last 15-minute candle, but not the best. Not the best. Black and blue moving on the inside. Yeah, I'm not really, like, I'll do medium on steaks. Medium rare. Not really a big fan of all that, like, super rare stuff. It's like messing with stomach. Still in Meta? Of course. Of course. Never hit the bottom side. I'm out of Tesla, though. Tesla hit yesterday's low, so I was like, you know, I really shouldn't keep that. Yeah, still in Google. Or, sorry, Facebook. Google next target is up here at 208.77. Facebook first target, $800. You like medium also? Yeah, what do we have? We had, it was good. It's like these crab cakes that were fried, which are really good. 1,000-layer potato with like caviar on them. That was good. What else we got? Oh, there was a seafood soup that was really good. And then, what else do we have? I had a steak. And there was gnocchi, which was really good. It was like a caramel sundae, and then these like cookies are really good. That place is good. If you're ever in Boston and want to go to a steakhouse that's like actually good, not like, I mean, there's probably some other good ones, but like that's my favorite one. And I feel like I'm pretty picky about steakhouses because it's just like I'm not really the biggest fan of like just going and ordering steak somewhere. But that place is really good. Facebook, trying. Food yesterday was good too. I got lunch at this what do you call it? This ramen place. I love bao buns. Like the they look like taco. They're like almost like, I mean, I think bao is what, Chinese, I think? Like Chinese tacos. Soft. Oh my god, those are epic. Facebook's flirting here. If that does it, I mean, that'll be worth the drama, but like, damn, that thing was flying around. Automatically renew every month, Lori? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. There's 789. Yeah, I mean, it's trying. It's doing its best on Facebook. Pork belly bows. I just love pork belly. There's one place in Boston too that is the best pork belly I've ever had in my life. It's just, you can't, there's no beating it ever. I don't think it'll ever be beat. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting real hungry actually. T-Mobile cruising up there a little. 251.77. Next target. Next target. Let's see. Ooh, what do we got in community gains here? What do we got? Ho-ho! Critical. 100% on T-Mobile. Nice work. Oh, left a runner. Sammy. Nice on T-Mobile. 106%. Nice, guys. Yeah. Awesome work, everybody. I mean, the link is floating around in the live chat right now. It's pinned to the top. Use code August. Get your first month 50% off. It's $1 a day for your first month to hop in and start learning. Make sure you guys, again, those of you guys that are interested, make sure you hop in before August ends because prices are going to be going up in September. Boston must have some good seafood. Yeah, it does. The problem that I have with seafood is I think lobster rolls are wildly overrated. Like, I'm not going to go spend, I'm all for, I need value. Like, if you're going to charge me $45 for a lobster roll, it better be the size of my head. You know? Like, I'd rather get, an $18 to $20, giant fish sandwich with, some good tartar sauce and french fries than, it's just not worth it. So it's good, but is it, really that? It's meh, you know? But, yeah, the seafood's good here. I got dollar oysters a lot of places. Yeah, twice I had lobster rolls where I was only sign up if you want free money daily. There you go, Nicky Ricky. There are 2 times I had lobster rolls where they were free though, and I really liked that mainly because they were free. We got a bunch of it from Restaurant Depot for my birthday, and then my friend's parents have this it's like a motel, but it's not. It's really nice in Maine, on the water, and they do a lot. Obviously, it's Maine. They do a lot of lobster up there, and for my friend's birthday, they sent her just Ziploc bags of just lobster claws and tail, just everywhere, and we just had so many lobster rolls. It was epic. That was good. I also think Chipotle is great value as well. You know? Facebook's flirting with 790 again. Holy drama on that thing. Jeez, man. What an interesting day on Facebook here. If this thing can get cruising here up through these highs, market starts coming up here, I mean, this could get from 0 to 100 real quick. I didn't realize I was going to turn into Drake there, but, I guess that's what we're doing today. Yeah, looking for new highs. That's crazy. So I haven't had that, Pollo Tropical. I have not had that. I feel like it's good, though. I love a good chicken sandwich, too. Love a good chicken sandwich. My Chipotle friend? I don't have a Chipotle friend. It's just this nice lady at Chipotle that gives me free stuff. Maybe she likes me. I don't know. haven't seen her in a while, though. So I haven't been getting free stuff at Chipotle in a while. Chicken and turkey. Well, when we get closer to Thanksgiving time, you guys are probably going to hear my rants on, like, Thanksgiving food again. She likes you? The Chipotle lady? She probably does. She can't have me, though. She can't. Sorry. Not allowed. Sorry, Chipotle. I'll still take the free Chipotle, though. Hey, if you're going to give me free Chipotle, I'm never going to say no to free Chipotle. It's just like, it's not in my system to say no to that. Or like $8 Chipotle. Like, are you kidding me? You expect me to turn that down? $8 Chipotle? You kidding me? Here comes Facebook. Look, there's Facebook. New highs. Boom. Finally. Did these contracts get snappy? Nice. Hope you're having a great day. Not a dramatic day. Facebook there, man. It was crazy. Just up, down, left, right. Craziness. Okay, Eddie. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's reel it back in here. Starbucks coffee unreasonably stupid expensive. Yeah, I went to a. Oh, you know what I had for the first time this weekend? Matcha. That was actually really good. I did not know about matcha before this. Well, I knew what it was. I just didn't have it. It was really good. Then I had, what else did I have? I tried a coffee at Tate, which is good. That's like, I don't know. I don't think that's that crazy, you know? Kid Joe. So if I'm moving up, we're looking great long term. I own it at 655. So YouTube doesn't get picky. Well, YouTube already demonetized me for handing out 1000% trades to you guys all the time. So I guess that's where we're at. I guess we could say whatever on the streams now. We're not going to, but we could if we wanted to. So. Yeah, Tate is good. The coffee was really good. There's a place in Southie called Olga's, I think. That's a really good. I went to Blank Street, which is good. I still haven't had coffee from there, but I've had the matcha. Really good. It was like strawberry in it too. It was really not what I normally drink, guys. Like, it was not. It was good though. I very much enjoyed it. I got a small one and I was like, I really should have gotten a large. I actually ate like a real big person this weekend. I really was not behaving myself with the fork. Like, I had a corned beef hash omelet. What do you know about those? Those are, oh my God, man. Hot dogs, hamburgers, steaks, breakfast sandwiches, cookies. I gotta go to the gym, man. I really gotta get my life together over here. No sleep, eating, and then tequila time. So, gotta get my life together. All right, Facebook, come on, back above 790. Let's go have some fun. I'm having fun today. I just have so much stuff I have to do today too. So like, like. You can still get away with it? Oh, thanks, Daily Taylor. Are you calling me cute? Sorry. It was right there. It is right there. Where's LVS? How's that looking for you? We'll check on that. Looks good. Looks good, folks. All right, guys. It's 11:45. We're going to be wrapping up the stream for today. That was fun. We had a good time today. A lot of drama. Let's see what happens with Facebook going into the end of the day. Remember, no live stream tomorrow, guys. I'm going to do my best to get back Thursday. But I did just throw the link for you guys, give you guys the ability to hop into the LTMP community there. Again, you make sure you use code August. And then once you hop in, just connect your Discord account to your WAP account, and then you're going to be good to go. Once you're in there, again, I'll send you guys the start here message. It'll just come in market chat. I'll be looking around for you guys that are hopping in. And then, yeah, go through the learning curriculum videos. You have questions on anything in them, just ask. But it is critical that you go through the learning curriculum videos before you start asking me questions, because I might yell at you and be like, hey, that's what the videos are for. It's all answered in there. So, again, saves me time, saves everybody else time, where we can focus on what really matters over here, which is finding stocks that are about to explode before they do, which, as you guys have seen, we're pretty good at that. So, folks, I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. I might be able to get a YouTube video out for you guys later. Depends on how much stuff I can get done today. I also might fall asleep. I'm not going to. But, all right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys in the group. Peace.